Daily checks for chainsaws. Right, general condition, is it reasonable? Or is it like this one, in an unusable condition? See, the chain catcher's missing, safety critical component. If you have an accident and that is proven to have been missing when you had the accident, you're going to be partly liable, or at least questions are going to be asked. Chain bar in reasonable condition, this one isn't. There's no sense using a saw on a job of work if it's blunt. So this one's in reasonable nick. So what's the next thing you do before you start work? As you taught on your course, start it, run it. Check the chain brake works when it's running, rather than just static. And you can also check the pull cord, check there are no leaks, and with this tool here, check the air filter. You all know how this comes off. If your air filter looks like this, it's time for a new one, because it should look like this. The other thing to do, you were taught on the course to use a paintbrush. Note how dirty this paintbrush is. If you use this on a brand new filter, you are going to get this sort of deposit left on your filter. So that's oily and dirty. So the best way to do this is find a clean surface like here. And knock out your filter, and do this every day. When it starts looking like this, get a new one, and these live in here, in this box. These cost a little bit of money, but nothing like the cost of doing a reset on the carburation on the M-tronic unit. Also, every day, check under here, make sure it's nice and clean. You can tell how this one's going to be. Pedals are working one-handed. Spin that off, and that one. And this needs to stay clean under here, because if it stays dirty, then the material will get under this cover and could compromise the working of your chain brake. So that's daily checks. I haven't mentioned keeping your chain sharp and maintaining your bar, because that's not a daily thing, that's a continuous thing. Your chain should never get into the condition of this one, where the chain's bagging off the bar. There are big burrs on the bottom of this bar. We've got erosion here, and the whole thing is blunt, and the angles you can see here are incorrect. Let's see if we can see this over here. This is here for your edification and general learning. This is how those gullets are on that chain I've just shown you. See, it's leaning backwards. This is okay-ish, and this is correct. You can also see that that is fairly sharp. So, daily checks. There'll be another video out doing weekly checks.